not saying that all these editing techniques are the right answer for your projects, nor am I saying that these techniques are the best way to edit your videos, but I can speak from my own experiences and tell you guys what editing techniques that I've learned and used that have really stepped up my editing game. One of the biggest and most effective ways to edit your video and make it look a little bit more trendy is to use overlays. Overlays are just film burns, they're flares you'll see over top of the video. They can be used as transitions. There's so much you can do with overlays. I get all my overlays for my videos from this website called elements.envato.com. So if I just go up to the top search bar here and I'm looking for overlays, I can just look up like film overlay. Let's see what happens when I look up film overlays. There's just a million different overlays that you can pick from that you can add into the video. Occasionally I do download overlays off of YouTube, but I prefer to do it off of a site like this that's secure, that I know I'm gonna get a high quality file to use, and there's just so many different options. So definitely check out a site like Envato. Envato is really cool because outside of overlays, they have a ton of other stuff that you can download on here too that will really bump up the quality of your video. One of those other things that you can find on Envato that's very helpful, if I go to video templates and I look up transitions, you'll be able to find a ton of transitions to use in your videos too. And some of these are really complex, some of them are simple, but there's just so many to choose from, and they're just constantly adding more over time. I've used Envato transitions in a few of my videos before. You can always modify the transition so it's not exactly what you see on Envato Elements. If that's your thing, if you want to try to be more original, you can kind of like tweak the effects to make it look a little bit different or act a little bit differently. Another really cool editing technique that I've learned is paint animation and paint scribbles. You might have seen them on music videos. You might see them on ESPN and commercials. It just looks like somebody's taken a paintbrush and painted on to the video itself. They're super popular, and a lot of editors out there are adding paint animation into their videos. So I don't necessarily want to show you guys how to do these paint animations, but I will include a link in my bio to a video that describes how to do the paint animations in Adobe After Effects. I want to show you guys a few examples of some paint animations that I've used in my videos. Paint animations really make your scenes pop. They make objects in the scene pop. They just make people do a double take at what they're looking at or what they're watching. It just adds more detail to the shot. So definitely look into putting some paint animations on your next video because it is a sick technique. The fourth editing technique I really want to talk about today is masking. So masking is like this supernatural way to transition from shot to shot. Every video editor should know how to mask and use masks as transitions. So to do a mask, basically all you have to do is take one clip and put it on top and take another clip and put it on the bottom of your timeline. And in this top clip, you need to have something that moves across the screen. What happens is you go into After Effects or a program like After Effects. A lot of video editing programs can do this, and you'll trace around an object in your screen and you'll basically move what you've traced from left to right or from top to bottom across your screen. And what that does is it reveals the layer underneath. From one clip to the next, it makes it a lot smoother than using a preset transition or using an in-program transition. I really like doing masks. I like quick masks. You know, the more you explore YouTube, the more you watch movies, you'll start seeing them from time to time just pop up. And usually in the movies, they're fairly quick and they just kind of like zoom right past the screen. So when you learn how to do masking, it opens up a world of opportunity in terms of transitioning from one clip to the next. Some people do use that technique in a very creative way. And the last video editing technique that I want to talk about today that has really helped me step my game up is rotoscoping. So rotoscoping is very similar to masking because you're kind of taking an element out of the screen and putting it on top of something else. Rotoscoping basically is done in After Effects. What I do is you'll just use the rotoscope tool and you'll trace over objects in your videos, whether that be a person, whether that be a car. So if you want to change the color of, like, say somebody in the background, all you have to do is learn how to rotoscope in After Effects. You can chop out those people or objects. You can replace their shape with an overlay. You can fill them with color. You can move them around the screen. So rotoscoping is really used all the time. It's used in movies, it's used in music videos. Not everybody knows how to do it, and you can do very, very creative things through rotoscoping. If you're a creator, you really should explore all the useful tools and software that we have at our disposal today. With programs like the Adobe Suite and with websites like Envato, the variety of work that creators can make today is truly limitless. At the end of the day, you should never stop trying to create, trying to learn from other creators, or exploring new techniques for yourself. Finding different approaches to each project is definitely key for growing in this industry. I'm Jake Venner. Peace out.